Atletico were winners last night. Barcelona were winners earlier. Real Madrid are now 8 points behind the top two. Surely they have to win tonight. They face Valencia, who have reserve team coach Nico Estevez in temporary charge for what is their first league game since the sacking of Miroslav Djukic. OK, guys, good. If Real Madrid don't win, are they out of the title race?
It's hard to say, but the challenges they might have, they might probably disappear, yes. Because Atletico Madrid and Barcelona, I don't see them losing many points in the second half. And there's a lot of points. It would be a lot of points difference between them.
Because it's, to ask one team to drop the points can happen, but two very powerful outfits at the moment.
Yeah, and it is perhaps the wrong time to get this kind of game with a team that would have been depressed because of the bad results, but all of a sudden they jump with the illusion of a completely change as a club in the next few weeks. So I think the atmosphere will have changed, and we're talking about a club in Real Madrid that has had 2 or 3 games where Ancelotti have been no happy of the attitude of the players, the lack of consistency during the game, the performance of some of the guys like Benzema, Di Maria, but Cristiano is back, which means that anything can happen, and normally in their favour.
You touched on, or we touched on it earlier about Valencia and the fact there is possibly some very good news for the club. Just tell us again and go into more detail.
Well, just basically that Peter Lim, this Singaporean businessman, is willing to pay practically all the debts of Valencia. That we're talking about 300 million euros, and that means as well that they can start putting the finances right to continue the building of a new stadium for 77,000 seats. And he will not only accept the new coaches coming in, Pizzi, but also he will put about 40 million euros in the transfer market in January if the bank accepts the offer. It's something that Amadeo Salvo has been organising, both the infrastructure and the money coming in, to save Valencia, really, because there is no other possibility but selling Valencia. So in the meantime, Nico Estevez will be probably his only match in charge.
What does this mean for the club, guys? And looking at tonight's team, could there be all change come January?
I think it's brilliant news. Hopefully the offer and all the money that these people or this Lim is talking about will come, and it changes completely the whole situation for the club that, well, until today it was all bad and sad news, and even people thinking about the situation in the team affecting them. And now it's completely the opposite. I think it boosts the confidence of the players. They give them the hope and the illusion of the future, and brighten up also for the fans as well.
One of the clever things that Amadeo Salvo has been doing is not telling everybody they had an offer to actually buy the club, but he's trying to save that in the way that they had been trying in previous months. He hasn't worked, so he said, okay, I've got an offer here. And Amadeo Salvo, as a president, has put an infrastructure in the club with players that have recently been at the club. Like Ayala, you must all remember him, the centre-back. Now he's the technical secretary. Baraja is the reserve team player. You've got guys coming yet and the likes being approached to be part of the club. It is just about bringing back the essence of the club to the club. So he seems to have the right ideas, and now the money too.
Well, yeah, when you put the players in former players in the club, I think other clubs is working. Why not Valencia? And it's starting to do things that looks very exciting.
Have you been approached?
I've had a few conversations, but that's all.
Do you want to be involved?
Well, we'll have to see how things go from now on. Definitely, if the things and the ideas and the plans look exciting, we will see.
I'm telling you, you're going nowhere. We want you here regularly. Let's talk in Spanish football. OK, this is a big game for Real Madrid, a big game for Valencia as well. Your commentary team, Jerry Armstrong and Rob Palmer.
The final game of 2013, and it's catch-up time for Real Madrid at a ground they do like. They've won on their last 4 visits to the Mestalla, and it is a top-class fixture to end the calendar year with in La Liga. High banks of supporters at the Mestalla Stadium, and the club celebrating the news that they have a rich benefactor from the Far East coming in to wipe out their debts and maybe take them to the next level. Sounds a bit like Cardiff City.
You hope, Rob, you hope. Until it's all drawn up and signed, sealed and delivered. But it's great to hear that they have got a benefactor from Singapore who's coming in and pay all the debts off. They can then start again on the rebuilding program for the new Estadio. Although I have to say the atmosphere here in the Mestalla is unbelievable, always has been. But it's going to be more seats, more atmosphere, much bigger stadium, and we have 2 balls on the park at the moment.
The main need one is Cristiano Ronaldo is starting for Real Madrid. No Gareth Bale tonight. He's left behind in the capital. He's struggling with a calf injury. Pepe is suspended. Real making 3 changes from the disappointing draw last week up in Pamplona against Osasuna. A win is imperative.
Well, I watched Valencia last week, and for at least 45-50 minutes I thought they played really, really well. Their work ethic was fantastic, and then it all fell apart in the second half. And this is what they've got to do. They've got to concentrate, get their game plan sorted out. I don't know an awful lot about the new coach, Nico Estevez, but certainly when you've got Real Madrid in town, you don't need any motivation, do you?
By the sounds of it, it is a 1-game La Liga appointment for Estevez, who is the coach of the reserve team at Valencia. The word on the street is that Juan Antonio Pizzi, the former Valencia and Barcelona striker, will be imported as the new man in charge.
Yeah, Ayala's also coming on board as well, the ex-central defender, the Argentinian, who was a bit special, I thought, in his days at Valencia. Well, that's the first real
club
attack.
in transition. Real Madrid, a club that is slowly trying to rebuild the team post Mourinho. But the problem is they're on 38 points at a kick-off time. Barcelona and Atletico Madrid both level pegging on 46 points.
Yeah, that's a big gap. 8 points is a massive gap. So it's a must-win game, I think, for Real Madrid. That would see the season off nicely the year and give them something to look forward to in the new year.
There is Arbala to Modric. Sergio Ramos, who plays tonight, he was sent off last week, you may remember, but one of the yellow cards was overturned. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo, as if he needs an introduction. Lump taken out of him by Feghouli.
Fegouli's playing a different role tonight, Rob. He's playing like more of an anchorman role, and he's going to get a freedom, I think, that he can get into everybody's face. He can go left, right. He's got great energy. Free kick is awarded. A little bit late, I have to say, but it looked a foul.
Set-piece routine number 1 for Real Madrid. Alonso will deliver. Benzema on the edge of the 6, trying to catch the eye of the goalkeeper. Flick to the far post, but it's over the head of Ramos. Comes out to Di Maria. Well charged down by that action man Feghouli.
Ramos has done well to get on the end of that. It was well overhead for him, and the shot's well blocked down. But they're brave in that situation. Valencia do get bodies in the way. They did it last week, but unfortunately they capitulated to Diego Costa and co.
Victor Ruiz to João Pereira, the fullback. He's one of 4 changes from the side that lost against Atletico last week. Guaita comes back in goal. Pereira, the Portuguese fullback. Fede and Piatti are included by the caretaker boss.
Yep. But surprised about the stats. I was talking earlier, some of the stats guys, about Sergio Ramos, and I thought, well, because the yellow card was rescinded, do they rescind the 18th red card he got? And they tell me no, he doesn't get it rescinded, it stays.
But what he does avoid is his 30-second ban in his career.
Strong challenge.
Very strong challenge, which almost cut Di Maria in half.
Well, it's two-footed for a start, Rob. He's jumped and he's lunged in more than jumped in. It was Romeo.
Well, the referee thought a free kick would suffice. He's left a massive hole in the pitch. Not sure about a physio coming on. We may need a gardener to come on and repair that divot. This is Di Maria. Modric. Alonso. Little flick to Marcelo.
Offside.
A left back in an offside position.
Likes to get forward, but he's gone forward too much on this occasion. Just a fraction for the official on the far side, and he deems that he's gone too early. Lots of divots getting cut up here. Have they watered the grass? Is that one of the problems? And Arbeloa does really well shepherding that ball out and letting Piatti have a little swing him at the end, and the crowd here at the Mestalla really getting animated. Referee's having a word with him. Teixeira, Vitienes, calm down. There's going to be a lot of passion in this match. You can see the hand coming up just to Piatti's face. Maybe that's why he was angry.
It is one of the permanent fixtures in La Liga. The 79th visit to Valencia for Real Madrid. They haven't lost in their last 8 visits here, winning 6, tying 2. Last year, they were 5-0 up at half-time round. Isco. Ronaldo. Hit and hope from Ronaldo. Ruiz in the way. Modric. Ramos. There is Nacho, who's getting another outing at centre-back tonight. Both of these clubs advancing in the Copa del Rey in midweek. It was a 1-0 success for Valencia. Real made hard work in the second leg, winning only 2-0.
Both sides had it tough to win 1-0 or 2-0. It's not easy. Obviously, the sides coming, they're going to raise their game against such good opposition. Now, Jonas has gone down very easy there. He's got the free kick.
Matthew. Now Bernat. Easily cut out by Nacho. Sergio Ramos wearing the captain's armband tonight. Marcelo. Xabi Alonso. Ramos. Last week, Valencia did well early on, but then they conceded 3 goals. Cost Djukic, the manager, his job. Only the 3rd change of manager in La Liga this season. Of course, they do have a rule in Spain that if you've managed in La Liga, you can't get a job at another club during the season. As Benzema plays it across the face of goal, but nobody anticipating in a blue shirt of Real Madrid.
Well, that's all Benzema can do. The ball, he's stretching for it. He's done well to get on the end of it. He's guided it to the far post. And again, if somebody gambles, it's a tap-in. Di Maria, Isco, one of those two. That would have been a tap-in.
Modric. Parejo loses out to Luka Modric. Di Maria's in support. Modric opts for the cross, and once more across the face of goal.
Well, it was an interesting one because Guaita sort of half thought about coming for it and decided discretion was the better part of valor, and he left it. But Ronaldo didn't attack the far post either. He was looking at maybe a touch from the keeper, and he would certainly have profited from that.
Jonas. Here's Modric. Really has grown into the responsibility that you need as a Real Madrid midfielder. Alongside Xabi Alonso, of course, not a bad master to learn from.
No,
Talk in Spain there that Alonso, when his contract expires in June, it will not be extended. That was the word in the Spanish papers today.
Well, if that's the case, I think they're crazy. I know they spent a lot of money on Illarramendi, but he's not the finished article, not a 23. And with Sami Khedira out, I think Modric and Xavi Alonso are a very important cog in this Real Madrid wheel.
Xavi Alonso, of course, is still only 32 years of age. As he misses the challenge there, Jonas plays it through. And sweeping up very tidily, Sergio Ramos. Here is Alonso. Marcelo. Clever ball to Isco. Isco couldn't quite find Cristiano Ronaldo, who's not had any service in the opening 12 minutes of this game. Piatti, only his third start of the season in La Liga. Feghouli on the blind side of the Real defence. Pereira. There's Nacho, a little uncertain. Isco's flick. Benzema. Marcelo. Ramos. There is an assurance about Real Madrid's play. What the coach would like is some flamboyance to go with that insurance. Alonso. Ronaldo to Di Maria. Ronaldo trying to work the opening. Now below, but anticipating the trickery of Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's Ayala, the second one in.
Is that Pizzi? I think he's put some weight on since he's
It
playing
is
days on the
actually
left-hand
Pizzi as
side,
well.
isn't it? Yeah.
Pizzi and Ayala, both excellent players.
He's a
It's
great
handball.
goal scorer in his day, Pizzi, and he's been making a name for himself as a coach back in Argentina with San Lorenzo.
There's the hand, Figuli's hand, definitely a yellow card. Yeah, but Pizzi and Ayala, both excellent footballers. What was his nickname? Was it El Raton?
Ayala was a world-class Argentinian defender. Pizzi was a top-class striker. They could be the new management team in a restructuring at the club. General Secretary is Rafete, who appointed Ayala this week. Loss from Pizzi. Ramos clears. Good sliding challenge from Parejo. Romeo, the youngster on loan from Chelsea. Too much on the ball for Pereira. It is one who's achieved just about everything in coaching. On one bench, Carlos Ancelotti, and on the other bench, a 33-year-old who may never get the chance again to take charge of a team against Real Madrid for one night only. Parejo to Romeo. Ruiz. Guaita. Who came in for Diego Alves, the Brazilian goalkeeper. He has paid the price for the 3-0 defeat last week. Modric. Di Maria. Isco. Flick to the far post, retrieved by Marcelo. Steps on the gas. Referee right on top of the situation to judge no foul, nor a handball there. Alonso. Ramos. Quite sure what that was from Sergio Ramos.
Not sure he was sure either. It was intended target. We give him the benefit of the doubt. It was hopefully Ronaldo. Well intercepted by Arbeloa.
Now Modric. Ronaldo to Di Maria. Di Maria restored to the team Wasn't a good cross. Benzema was anticipating. Pereira throws himself at it.
He's done well, the Portuguese international far post. Benzema had pulled off 2 or 3 yards. Great challenge there from Xabi Alonso. This grass is really cutting up. The turf is cutting up big time, Rob. I'm watching every challenge. The turf is really cutting up.
Right across the 6 it goes. Matthew with a header, one of those that could have gone anywhere.
Well, I think Sergio Ramos at the near post caused the problem. He's got in, got a little bit of a touch on it, and then you want somebody who's attacked the ball really well. He's got a great run, and it's a defender in front of him, Mathieu, who, to stop Ramos getting the touch on it, he directs it to the far post. No one can get on the end of it.
Maria's turn to curl it into the area. Matthew's header once more. Piatti. Now Modric. Swivel of the hip. Loses Feghouli.
Easy one for Guaita. Just restored back to the side again. That's the movement there, and he couldn't afford to let it go, Mathieu. I think he's done the right thing. As I say, Sergio Ramos was steaming in. Saying that, he's only got the 1 goal this season. What a mistake.
Picks up on a terrible mistake. Now to Ronaldo. Draws the defenders. Tries to get it on goal, but not quite to the exceptionally high standards normally set by Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I have to agree with you. By his standards, that's a fabulous chance. He's created the opportunity here. Step over, the angle's good. He's got to force a save at least from the goalkeeper. And he's got Benzema if he wants to square it to the far post. Goes for the shot. Disappointment, you can see he sets himself such high standards. Rob, you don't score 26 goals in the first half of the season. And that's the top goal scorer in the league of 17, and he's a bit special, I have to say. Arbeloa just telling Teixeira-Vitienes didn't touch him. Well, he got up early and he did touch him.
Piatti's only about 5'4". He's at that unfortunate height for Arbeloa. Nico bides his time. Nico Estevez said that this would be the pattern of the game. They'd have to absorb Real Madrid's onslaught early on. This is Ruiz. First time he's crossed the halfway line. Feghouli. Ruiz with a decent cross, headed away by Alonso. Now Isco. It's a 4-on-4 situation. Benzema slows down the momentum of the attack. Very few shakes of the head from his teammates who are disappointed.
I thought he went the wrong way. I thought he should have went left to Ronaldo, but he had the options and he went to the right. Good game though, Rob, in the end stuff. Pareja, long range effort.
And Pareja flying one in. Former Real Madrid player. Of course, Danny Parejo only played 5 games for them. But the children have to wait until the 25th of December for their presents. Cristiano Ronaldo has to wait a little bit longer to see what he gets, what he really wants for Christmas, that Ballon d'Or. Nice flick from Isco. Read by Victor Ruiz. Guaita. Modric flying in. And he gets it back. Modric. Oh, Benzema left it for Ronaldo. Now it comes to Ronaldo. Defender slipping and sliding, comes off the shoulder. Well, the referee points to his back of Ruiz.
Rob, 2 things. Perseverance and anticipation of Luka Modric, absolutely brilliant. And Ronaldo just overcooked it a little bit. He had a chance to get a strike in. He wanted to do too much for me. He wanted to be too clever. You get the angle, hit the target. Have a look at this. There's one back. Head with your right foot. You don't need to go back again on the left foot. The angle's wider on his right foot. And it's not a handball. He hits his back. Hits his back. He doesn't know anything about it. Real chances for Real Madrid.
I think there's a case to be answered then when we see it once more. This is Piatti. comes off the shoulder of Arbeloa. The referee with a tough decision to make, it seems, every 30 seconds in this game. High intensity finish to the 2013 part of La Liga.
Yeah, good challenge from Dani Parejo. Gives the throw into Real Madrid. That's the ball here. Here's Parejo's effort from long range.
Modric. Nacho. 20 minutes has flown by. An intense game. Valencia, one of the underperforming teams in La Liga, given the talent at the fingertips of their coaches. They sit in 10th place. They say that every year to finish in the top 3. Arbeloa cut out by Nacho. They have rid themselves, of course, of Unai Emery, who constantly guided them into the Champions League. They wanted better. Isco, the latest to be caught in the trap.
Well, his first touch favours Feghouli, but Valencia, when they win the ball back, Rob, are still giving the ball away too cheaply. For me, and Romeo has done it now 2 or 3 times in the middle of the park. The young player on loan from Chelsea is giving it away too cheaply.
Modric. Di Maria. Now Benzema. Di Maria. Easily cut out by the fullback Pereira. It's a bad pass from the Portuguese international. He's got his place in the team tonight as Balogun is dropped. And the referee's attention is drawn to Jonas, who's been sitting there petulantly demanding some attention for the last 2 minutes.
Jonas is going to milk every situation with Sergio Ramos. Referees tell him you're not going to get a free kick. There's nothing wrong with you. He wins it clearly.
Oh, he was
caught,
yeah.
Yeah, but you know what's Sergio Ramos supposed to do? He's jumped early. He's up first. He's looking at him. He's looking at him, and he does get caught with the side of the arm. But there is contact. There's going to be contact.
He got some attention, and then the physio wasn't called for. I don't know what his nickname is in the change room, but it's certainly not Braveheart.
No. Any sort of contact, he'll go down. There's no danger in that.
Behind the goal on the right-hand side, the Valencia supporters are having some kind of impromptu Christmas party. It's like a dance floor. Isco. Trademark tight control.
Well, in those situations, he's such a talent, Rob. Forget how young he is and how good he is. Goals is another thing. He's playing in the hole tonight. He scores goals for fun. He's got 8 goals already this season. Hasn't really started that many games.
Isco's corner. Ronaldo seemed to hang in the air, and that's in the eyes of the referee because he was hanging on the back of a defender.
Well, he jumps really early, Ronaldo. That's the only thing I can blame him for. Player wins it. He said he's backing into me.
Romeo. There's Marcelo. Isco. Left to Marcelo. Cut in possession though by Feghouli. And it was his momentum that took him over. He was caught by Xabi Alonso. Could do little to get out of the way. No doubt it was a foul though.
Well, Xabi wasn't going to get the ball. He made sure he got the man. And you can see he backs into him. He jumps up. It's clever play. I have to say, it's clever play. He's complaining Ronaldo.
King of the sign language. It's a back pass without looking from Ruiz. Guaita panics somewhat. reminder that you can see the final revista of 2013, Christmas Eve at 6 o'clock. I'm sure Scott and the boys will be in festive form on Sky Sports 1. One of the talking points will be the takeover of Valencia from the Singaporean entrepreneur Peter Lim, said to be a £300 million takeover, possibly wiping out the debts, freeing them to move out of the Mestalla to the new stadium they've been building for several years now. A club in transition. Di Maria. Good cross, rising high is Ronaldo. Oh, Ronaldo seeking more protection from the referee. This is Isco. Trying to feed it through to Benzema. Jonas. Referee pulls play back. Spotted the infringement as Fede, the youngster, made the move.
It's a good game though, Rob. You know, they're not having as much possession as Real Madrid, but on the counter-attack they're still dangerous. And they're doing a lot of good things, Valencia, to make it difficult for Real Madrid.
High quality stuff. Isco. Alonso. A little pivot from Xabi Alonso. Marcelo. Pings the ball to Di Maria. Into the area. He slides. What a wonderful goal. A moment of individual brilliance from Angel Di Maria. Gives Real Madrid the lead.
Tell you what, Rob, that is a quality goal. You know, he's got Bernat to go past the fullback, and he's got another defender there as well. He drops his shoulder and he skips past the both of them, coming out, open the angle up, and then he hammers it with all his might into the far post. What a great goal. Good first touch coming up, and then he's got two players here. Drop the shoulder bang past the both of them. Angle's perfect. That's a super finish. Super finish. Not scored many goals in the league this season. That's only his second, but he's got 6 goals now in total. He scored 3 goals in the Champions League and 1 in the Copa del Rey. But what a finish that is. That's as good as any scored this season.
He was a man on a mission. He had the goal in his sights, and boy did he find it. Had a good spell against Valencia last year. He scored 2 goals in the 5-0 success. And he knows how to find a camera as well.
Well, it's good competition for Gareth Bale, I tell you. He's out injured at the moment. Gareth's on 9 goals. They're all scoring goals. Now you can see he's offside, just offside there. That was the pass, but Ronaldo, Benzema, Isco, Di Maria, Gareth Bale. All the strikers are all in goals now. Another chance.
Here's Isco looking for a quick fire second for Real Madrid. Tremendous tackle though by Mathieu to stop him dead in his tracks. What was already a great game has been ignited by that moment of class from Di Maria. Piatti, teasing cross, Superman-like punch from goalkeeper Diego Lopez. Piatti again up against Arbeloa. Goal kick given.
Great play. Arbeloa totally in control of that situation. Playing some really good football. That's a fabulous challenge. Not a penalty kick. Well done, Mathieu. Not once, but twice. Next challenge on Ronaldo. Lovely little drop of the shoulder from Isco, and excellent defending from Mathieu.
That goal does mean that Real Madrid are once more the leading scorers in La Liga. It's their 47th of the season. Same number as Barcelona, 1 more than Atletico Madrid. Alonso. Ramos sees a space and darts into it. Just clipped by Jonas. Modric. Isco. Modric to Arbeloa. In the opening 30 minutes of this game, it has been total dominance by Real Madrid. Valencia seem content to sit back to absorb the pressure, maybe go for the counter-attack, which is always their most successful ploy when they were winning the championship back a decade ago. Champions of Spain in 2002 and then again in 2004. Alonso easily got out by Bernat. He's dropped into the left-back role tonight, taking the place of Guardado, the Mexican, who's been dropped.
That's a problem for them, Rob. They played Guardado last week against Atletico Madrid, who's normally a midfield player, works hard, but they haven't got a natural left back in terms of, well, it's Mathieu who should be playing there, the 6'2" central defender, but he's actually done okay, I think, as a centre half. He does a decent job, but if they had another centre half, Adel Rami is the one that's missing. That's a poor pass for Ronaldo. Rami's out, and that means Mathieu's got to go in as a makeshift centre back.
Another view of the goal.
Sweet strike, isn't it? You know, opens his body up and then aims for the far post, and then he just lets the natural swing and curve of the ball drift it in. No chance for the goalkeeper. Wonderful goal.
For his natural selection of the team, Di Maria may not start at the moment. Gareth Bale is probably ahead of him in the pecking order. Bale has scored 9 goals this season in his 11 starts since becoming the costliest player in the world.
It's not a bad return, is it? 9 goals from Gareth Bale, and the assists as well, Robbie. He does have a lot of assists. That's what I like about Isco. You know, he's sitting on 8 goals and a lot of assists with him as well.
I'm sure Gareth is going to be enjoying the winter break they get in Spain. Oh, good error. There is Guaita right at the edge of his area.
Sweeper keeper.
Feguli. Fede. Feguli looking for some kind of movement. Other players darting away from him. Mathieu. This is Bernat. The left back puts in a good cross. Oh, what a wonderful goal that was. Piatti, the smallest player on the pitch by far, with an inch-perfect header.
Well, he's arriving at the right time, and the quality of the delivery is what it's all about. Super delivery, great movement. I think it's Bernat's cross, but wonderful arrival of Piatti. And that's his first league goal, Rob, his big one as well. All 5'4" of him getting across. Not the best defending, you have to say, from Sergio Ramos. And could he not have got his foot in there, Di Maria? Prevented the cross coming in, did a little bit more. Great ball though from Bernat. And it's Sergio Ramos who's slow to get across to him at the near post. Wonderful run from Piatti, wonderful header.
Well, a little bit like Lionel Messi. Piatti, the Argentinian, showing that if the ball is at the right height, even a player at the lower end of the height scale in football can finish off a header.
Well, he enjoyed that, Nico Estevez. Well done. Game on.
Well, Piatti was one of the players that is recalled to the team. It's only his 3rd start in La Liga, and it's his 5th start in all competitions. He's got a couple in the European games. Appeared to be the forgotten man at Valencia, but the reserve team coach who's taken charge of the side in the interim remembered him, and he's repaid him for his recall.
I wonder what Ayala and Pizzi made of that.
Bends him up. Ronaldo. Marcelo to Alonso. Modric. Di Maria. Ball easily taken off his toe. Piatti with Jonas to his left-hand side. This is Bernat. He decided to go solo.
Well, he dispossessed Di Maria too easy for me. And again, I made the point he could have done maybe a little bit more to prevent the cross coming in, but he allows Bernat to get all the way forward and get that strike at goal. And that's given the fans a real lift.
Well, Bernat was lining up at left back tonight, but he's more of an attacking left-sided midfield player than he is a left back.
Well, Victor Ruiz has been hacking at Benzema. He's had a couple of bites at him here and here. And then, when the free kicks begin, he still has another dig at him. There's the evidence we talked about earlier, Rob. This pitch is cutting up big time.
It was a loss of the footing, I think, that was the problem for Benzema. So, the tester. Played by Fede. Retrieved by Arbeloa. Now Xabi Alonso. Alonso surveys what's ahead of him. Isco. Di Maria. Di Maria going for goal. He spotted the goalkeeper ever so slightly off his line and tried a cheeky one.
Well, Guaida backpedals really quickly here. He's coming just forward now, edge of the box, and then it's floated to the far post. And he's happy to tip it over for the corner kick. There he goes.
Tremendous piece of play from the Argentinian international. Marcelo. Through a flood of players. Arbeloa. Alonso. Poor pass from Xabi Alonso. Going back from the former Liverpool midfield player, now the former Spurs man. This is the former Manchester United man. Angel Di Maria. Arbeloa lets it go. Di Maria, I don't think was quite expecting that. It's Piatti. And the free kick has gone the way of Real Madrid. Though I think the Valencia players and certainly the fans on that side of the field felt that the higher and more dangerous foot was from a Real man.
See, I don't see either of it. They've both got their feet up, and it's not that high, Rob, but it's deemed high here in Spain. There's no contact to either player. They're both all asking for the free kick. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other for me. But somehow Teixeira Vitienes has given it in favour of Real Madrid. A good ball in here could cause problems for Valencia.
Guaita demands that all of his defenders are outside the 18-yard box, leaving a huge channel for him to try to come and dominate. Di Maria plays it into that channel. Ronaldo's there. He only needs one chance, and he turns the game again.
Rob, this is all about the delivery. What a great delivery. Fabulous delivery. That's a nightmare for any back four to defend, or back six, whatever it is. You're facing your own goal. You don't want to head it. Oh, it's totally unmarked. Totally unmarked. Super delivery. Curling pace on it. Goalkeeper's no chance either. You can't blame him. It's just top drawer delivery from Di Maria, and Ronaldo does what he does best. It's number 27 for the season. My goodness.
Just needed a slick touch from Cristiano Ronaldo. 27 goals in 19 matches.
I think he's going to surpass himself this season. Now, they're all stepping back. You see, Ronaldo was originally offside, but when they all start to step back, it's when he kicks it. And I tell you what, he looks like he might even be a fraction offside.
Well, given that view,
Looks
which
like
of course
he
the
could have
referee and the officials don't have, it would appear that he was a shoulder and an arm's length offside.
He looked maybe a foot offside, because he was well offside when he ran up to hit the ball, and then the players dropped back.
And we must remember, Jerry, when the guys look back at that at half-time, it came from a free kick which possibly shouldn't have been Real Madrid's.
Yeah, it's a debatable free kick. That's definitely a free kick. There's no doubt about that one from Nacho. There's no debate on that one.
Nacho taking no prisoners and earning himself the first yellow card of the evening.
You know, I feel a wee bit from because I've seen worse challenges in the first 35-40 minutes than that.
It's kind of an unwritten rule, isn't it, that you get away with most things in the opening quarter of an hour of a game, but once that passes by, the referees clamp down. Bernat. Romeo to Ruiz. Pereira has something to chase. Good defending by Marcelo. Jonas turns the defenders brilliantly, and it was a whisker away. Excellence from the Brazilian.
Rob, that is awful defending. He's allowed to control the ball in the box, take a touch, take another touch, and then turn, and none of the defenders go with him. There's a mistake here between Nacho and Sergio Ramos.
Well, it was with ease that he gave Nacho a little shake, didn't he? Got rid of him.
He's done everything right, Rob. He's turned, he's hit just wide of the far post. If you're going to miss it, that's where you miss it. And very unfortunate there from Jonas.
Modric. Nacho to Ramos. Now without two regular central defenders, of course. Pepe suspended tonight. Young Rafael Varane, who had a brilliant season, brilliant last two seasons, is hardly seen at the moment because of a knee injury.
They're a little bit worried about it. No, his referee's allowing play to continue.
Here's yet again. This is Di Maria. Marcelo. Di Maria. Marcelo's not going to get there. Pereira can guide it out of play.
Good defending, Pereira. Pereira's done really well. He's got his body in the way, see what was coming up. This is the delivery now. Ronaldo's offside there.
Yep.
As he runs up, he still looks to me as if he's a foot offside, Rob. The defenders are coming back there. Just trying to work out who's picking him up, though.
Well, it's the arm of the number 6, Romeo.
Well, why is Romeo picking him up? Surely Machu or Ruiz should be picking up Ronaldo. He's got to be the best header of all for them.
I know it's been pedantic, but if you see that one particular angle once more, you will see that the left wrist of Romeo was nearer his goal than the body of Ronaldo. Who'd be a linesman, eh?
Listen, Rob, we need replays, and sometimes we don't get it right with the replays. I have every sympathy with the linesman.
Romeo to Bernat to Piatti. Across the face of goal. Jonas taken off him rather easily by Xabi Alonso. Benzema. Mathieu. He's not getting a lot of leeway from the referee, let's put it like that.
See, for me, Ruiz has had 3 kicks at Benzema in the last 35 minutes, and he's not been booked for it. Now, Mathieu's kicked him there, that's a free kick. And then he kicks the ball away. So, is that what he's arguing over? I've won the ball. After he's kicked him on the leg. You know, you can't tackle from behind like that.
So he'll argue that he got a slice of the ball both times. Falling on deaf ears of Senor Teixeira Vidieres. Nacho. Arbla. It's the final scheduled seconds of the first half. Double tag team waiting there for little Piatti, the man who scored the Valencia goal.
He's smaller than Messi, you know. I think he's the smallest in La Liga at 5'4".
Right on cue, the referee draws the first clock to a close. Game where Real Madrid took the lead. Angel, or maybe Angel, the Christmas Angel, scoring the first goal. Piatti equalising the Valencia, but Cristiano Ronaldo with a slick header, giving it a scoreline of 2-1 at half-time.
It's not quite the 5-0 scoreline that Real had at half-time in a corresponding fixture last season, but a scoreline they'll be happy with nonetheless, I'm sure. We'll hear from Geisger and Guillem in just a few minutes' time. Real Madrid 8 points off the pace as it stands. They need to win this game. They've been the better of the two sides and deserve to be leading, but it's thanks yet again to Cristiano Ronaldo that they are.